back. Good morning, America.
Uh,
I don't know why I said that, but it is still the morning. It is around like a little bit
this
past
is still
10:30.
this is still America, so that was a good intro.
It's like 12:30 your time, so it's the
Yeah,
afternoon.
it is. Yeah, it's 12:32 Eastern Standard.
Dude, it was freezing this morning when I was running to get my cafe bev. It was like
Oh.
48 degrees. I was freezing my ass off.
40 degrees?
48.
What
Yeah.
on earth, dude? 48 degrees is summer here.
Yeah, well, this is my morning, so for some reason,
Yeah.
my sleeping schedule, if you know, it's just been so like bad. Like I woke up like 8:30, which is early for some people, but like it's actually kind of late for me because I was
Yeah,
rolling
yeah,
out
yeah,
of bed,
yeah.
struggling. I was like, okay, gotta record the chai, guys. Gotta wake up. So I hopped in the shower, cold shower for like 30 seconds, freezing my ass off. Got on like a
Ooh,
sweater, jeans, and then ran to Dunkin'. Turned up like the heat warmer and yeah, I called it good.
nice, nice, dude. And what fruit did that bear? What cafe beverage do you have today?
Oh, I want you to guess. It's one of my favorite. It's the ice
Oh,
variation of one of my favorite hot drinks, and then some milk and some flavoring.
oh man, dude. Oh man. Is it? I could really throw a Hail Mary here. Is it perhaps a chai of some sort?
No,
Fuck.
I think this started becoming like one of my favorite hot drinks. I think when you know how we haven't caught up in a while, like in between
Yeah.
like the like last
Oh,
years.
in the dark period?
Yes, and yes, in the dark period.
In the dark times. Uh, oh man, dude. I'm trying to think of hot drinks that can be cold.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna show you because I can see yours on camera.
Dude, Dunkin' always throws me off. I gotta ask before, is it Starbucks or Dunkin'? And then I can pivot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, mine's here. Mine's just it's being a little camera whore.
Naughty.
No, dude. What's mine?
Yours is
I barely knew.
uh, it's gonna be an iced latte with whole milk.
Dude, Matt, I honestly should do that, but I went pretty crazy today. I got a Fenty Ice Toasted Vanilla
Oh, okay.
shaken espresso
Yeah.
with oat milk.
Dude, fuck. Stop,
Wait,
brother.
wait, wait. What did you get? I just realized you never actually said the title.
Yeah. I got a medium iced Americano
Oh,
with coconut milk. And I asked for vanilla, but they usually just default to like French vanilla swirl. Like
oh, like when you just say vanilla,
I
that's the
yeah,
go-to?
yeah, yeah. Like this is the second time, but I didn't catch them this time because usually you can see the menu when they
Yeah,
put
yeah.
the your order. I was like, no, vanilla, like just vanilla,
Not French
unsweetened.
vanilla.
But yeah, oh yeah, this is actually pretty good. I think if I added just unsweetened vanilla, it would just taste like watered down piss water or whatever. But
Ooh,
but no,
I love that.
this is really good. I really dig it. I love Americanos too. They're just so classic.
Dude, that's very European of you.
Yeah,
You're feeling very
I
Renaissance
know.
today.
As someone
I
who's never been to the Europe.
the Europe. I've only been one time, and it was just last summer, dude. I'm basically a virgin as well.
Yeah, it's crazy. Italia, how are the women?
They yeah, they were women's, dude. They were lovely, as they are everywhere. It was honestly a really good time, though. I recommend if you can ever swing a trip to Italy, go. The women are great, the men are great, everybody's great.
I heard the cows are great too.
Cows are fantastic.
Thick.
Best part of the trip.
Did you just go to Italy or did you explore like Europe? The EU.
No, we literally just went to Italy, and I think we just went to like not northern. I always forget, but I think it was like more southern Italy. We like bounced around a couple places.
Yeah. What Italy's a big boot to get
Dude,
around.
it is a big boot. It is
It
a very big
is.
boot. Like
Yeah.
one of our trips was like 3 hours, like a day trip. We were just driving, and we didn't even go like that far compared to the big boot.
Wait, who drove? Your dad? Mom?
No, it was we like had to drive. It was like a tour,
Oh,
so like
gotcha. Because
it
everything's
came with the tour.
it's
Yeah,
you drive on the left side of the lane.
dude. Yeah, it's
Um,
also crazy. Like in we went to Rome, and the driving there, like you have to be an absolute fucking Jason Bourne baby driver pro. Like you like it's like so hectic, and the streets are so narrow. I couldn't do it.
I
I don't have
consider
the skill.
myself a pretty good driver, but that sounds kind of hectic.
Me
Like I,
too, exactly.
yeah, like I have no. I think you probably like. I don't have a problem like driving in the city or like
Oh
from
yeah, no,
city
me
to like
neither.
highways, but it's worse than that.
Dude, it's like a city on like all the steroids.
Oh my God.
Like it makes like Boston look like you're driving through the country, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh, like Boston's like nothing.
And
New
New York City is pretty hectic.
Yeah, New York City's pretty hectic. Las Vegas is pretty hectic. Like driving through there, I've had to do that a couple
Oh, I've never
times.
done that actually.
'Cause
Yeah.
there's just so many people, and there's just so much like lights and stuff distracting you.
Yeah.
And last time when I went there, I wasn't on the street, but my brother and our friend Gerard were
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just walking the streets, and I was like taking a nap because we had to like go back home, and I had to drive all day.
Yeah.
There was literally a car on fire just driving down the street.
Just driving?
It was just rolling down the street, and they were like a block away from like, looking at it, and there was like some Instagram reel that went viral from it.
Oh my God, dude.
It's
I
crazy.
feel like when you drive like in a city like Vegas or like New York City, you just have to be so alert at all times of everything going on around you because there's just people running across the street and cars on fire and like the most
Yeah,
random things you can imagine.
I know, but we have nothing to worry about because Spider-Man will always look
Dude,
after
we're
us.
fine. Yes, but if worst case scenario, if the scorpion jumps on my car and tries to kill me, I know that
Yes,
Spider-Man's gonna come help me.
yeah, as bad as I want that in me.
Yeah, yeah. As much as I just want to be,
Dude,
and you
that
just
brings back so many
take
good
it.
memories, dude. I remember Scorpion was like one of the first boss fights in that old PS1 Spider-Man game. Oh
Yes,
man, like he
I had it
captured.
for GameCube.
Oh, okay. We're not friends anymore.
Yeah, don't speak to me.
Okay, I actually never owned a GameCube, but yeah, I was a PS1. I had a PS1. Do you remember that? Like J. Jonah
Yeah.
Jameson, the building on fire, the
Yep.
low poly graphics, which I thought were unreal. He
Dude,
was
I
a
love those graphics.
dude.
I think about sometimes, this is like very random, but sometimes my dreams, it's very rare, will take place in the tutorial location of Spider-Man 1. If
Oh
you
my
can envision
God.
that space,
Yes, yes. So much
my dreams will take
squares,
place there sometimes. Yeah, and I'll just like be like in there.
cubes.
And I think it's Ash Williams like being the guy who's like, and now do this.
Yeah. Do you remember that? That's when like they had like X-Men characters cross over.
Dude.
Remember like Professor X would like tell Spider-Man like, "Oh, here are the instructions," right?
Yeah, I think so.
Am I remembering that right?
I remember specifically from that game, Shocker being a boss fight. I remember a level where you're like kind of in the sewers. I
That
remember Scorpion.
the sewer levels with like lizard. That always
Yeah,
I was like I want to get past it because I always got lost as a kid. As a kid playing video games, like
dude.
you're not like the best at video games, but
No.
I lost so many times.
But I feel like as a kid, dude, what makes it like good is that you're like so determined. Like you'll
Oh
like be
yeah,
like you
yeah,
sit down, it's like Saturday and you're like, all right, I'm beating this level today. Like you have a goal.
yeah. And get sucked into it, and you just keep playing it over and over again.
You
Speaking
have
of
no
game,
responsibilities.
yeah, I can't. So this is on the same topic, but I recently I got a Switch OLED for my parents for Christmas, and I got Pokemon Arceus because like okay, I haven't played a Pokemon game in a while, and it
Yeah.
was the first like open world like you throw Pokeballs, dude. I got so bored of it after like 1 or 2 nights.
Really?
It's just the same thing over and over again. Like you're just catching like Pokemon, and you just gotta catch over and over again to like fill the Pokedex. I'm like, oh my God, like I do not have like the kid
Yeah.
brain to do this. Like I need some sort of like change in I don't know
Dude,
mechanics and everything. It's
this might be an
hard.
unpopular opinion, but I never got into Pokemon games past like maybe an hour playing them because I felt that it was like kind of just repetitive. And I honestly get the appeal of like you want to fill the Pokédex, you
Mhm.
want to go beat every like trainer and like make it to the end of the game. Just to me, I couldn't do it. It didn't keep my attention for long enough.
Yeah, it's so I'm not. I haven't played a turn-based game. I haven't gone. I used to be into like Pokemon. Like I think the last one I played was like White, and the previous was that Soul Silver. And I what like for Pokemon for me, it stops at
Mm.
like the Diamond and Pearl generation. After that, I don't care about the Pokemon because all the Pokemon look freaky and so abstract, like not even
Oh,
animals. You know what I mean? Like
I
Diamond
get
and
what you're
Pearl was
saying.
like at the cutoff. That's like the generation. That
I
and everything before,
yeah,
I love all the Pokemon. But these new games and stuff, like Pokemon you can ride, and like their motorcycles, like ah.
they're motorcycle Pokemons,
No,
like
no.
Transformers, kind of.
I think so. I've only just seen like the trailers and gameplay. Pokemon Violet and Red and Violet, the latest one, and like you can ride a Pokemon,
Scarlet,
Scarlet
and
and Violet.
Violet.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can you really literally like ride a Pokemon like a bike.
that's so interesting. The
Yeah,
last one I owned was Diamond
yeah.
on my Nintendo DS, and I
See,
remember like getting kind
Platinum.
of hype. Was that the one with Piplup?
Yeah, yeah. So that was
Yeah,
yeah, that was the Sinnoh region.
Piplup, Chimchar,
hmm And Turtwig.
ah, Turtwig. I never picked grass types, to be
Yeah,
honest with you. I'm very sorry
I
to
always
everyone.
pick grass types or fire.
I
Um,
either pick fire or water. And Chimchar, I only picked because he was like this cool ass chimpanzee.
I know. Who was your favorite starter? My favorite starter. So I'm only looking at uh, the Diamond and Pearl generation and
And
back.
before, oh yeah,
Yeah. So my favorite starter was probably Trico. That turns into Grovyle. That turns into Sceptile.
damn, you had that ready, dude.
Yeah.
That was. I'm gonna look. I'm
Dude,
ready. I'm gonna.
my favorite starter ever, dude. Oh my god. I love that Pokemon.
Dude, I had the first. What Pokemon games did you own? On. Well, no, actually, just tell me all of them. I
So
guess
I
because.
had Platinum, Pokemon
Oh.
Platinum, which is the one with Giratina. You know how there's like a couple legendary Pokemon for each
Yeah,
game? So you had Diamond, and then the alternate was Pearl.
Pearl.
But then if
Yeah,
you wanted like the best of both worlds, I think they came out with Platinum
Platinum.
with Giratina. And that game was sick because you could travel to like the two previous generation regions and get their starter Pokemon.
That's sick, actually.
So yeah, so I switched it up. So and then after that, I got Soul Silver, which is a remake of like Lugia's game. Um, and then after that, I got uh, Pokemon Black or White, which is like the next region, which is actually a pretty good game. I finished it, but
Heard it was good.
I stopped there.
Wait, so did you have? So was Platinum the first Pokemon game you had?
Yeah, it's the first one I owned. I played like my brother's like Game Boy, but I didn't own that, so I consider Platinum like my
Uh,
first introduction to like
I
modern
had,
Pokemon.
dude. Hold on. I I had. Was there not a Pokemon Yellow? Did I make that up?
No, no, there's Pokemon Yellow and Game Boy. That's Pikachu's. That was like, the
Why
first
can't I
generation.
find it? Why does it not exist here? Oh yeah. Okay. I had Pokemon Yellow
Oh, gotcha,
for
Kanto.
my Game Boy Color
Yeah.
back in the day, dude. I loved that thing. And I that was the first one I owned. Then I had Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD for the GameCube, which are like
Oh.
different.
Oh, Coliseum. I had that for Wii. It's like when you could transfer your data from your DS or Game Boy
It was
into the
sick that
Wii
game, dude.
and see your Pokemon in 3D.
I also have to sell them now because, dude, apparently they're worth like $100 a piece right now,
Oh
and I don't
yeah.
play them. So like, I might as well like give it to somebody who wants them.
Keep waiting.
Dude, I know.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll just keep
Yeah.
going up. And then
Celebratory. Yeah.
I had a per diamond,
Diamond.
and I think that's
That was the
all I
last one.
had. Maybe I want to say I didn't own Emerald.
hmm
Oh no, but I had like I had Emerald. I had Emerald.
Oh, okay. Oh, so
That's what I
yeah,
had.
I think Emerald was what do you call it? I'm like mixing up the generations.
Emerald. Well, Emerald was the one that had Trico, or one of the ones.
Oh no, that had bay leaf.
Someone's
Yeah.
lying to me here on Bulbapedia then.
I could be wrong.
One of these fuckers.
Oh no, I think you could be right. Oh man, I'm trying to remember. Okay, the starters
No,
for
you. Oh,
the
I don't
starters
know.
for the first generation,
Let's do
Kanto.
this right now. I'll hit you with it right now. I have the info in front of me.
Okay, let me guess, and you correct me, right? So the first
You got, yeah, yeah.
generation, obviously, it's Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle,
Nailed
right?
it, yeah.
The second generation
Mhm.
is Totodile,
Yep.
um, oh god, Cyndaquil,
Hmm.
and Bayleaf.
No.
Oh, it's not
Oh,
Bayleaf.
yes. Wait,
Bay
wait. Yes, technically. But Bayleaf is the is the
Chikorita,
first evolution.
Chikorita.
Chikorita. Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. So the third generation now is Mudkip,
Yes.
um, uh, Trico,
Yep.
and then that fire chicken,
Yeah, yeah. Torchic.
Torchic. Okay, and now the fourth generation is Turtwig,
Hmm.
Piplup, and Chimchar.
Hmm.
And we're
Yeah.
going to stop there because I don't really
That's
care.
where I stopped as well.
Yeah.
Um. Oh no, you said you had white, right, or black and white?
Oh, I couldn't tell you the starters after
Yeah, that's
that.
like Tepig. I've never even heard of them. But yeah. So my favorite to answer the question now, my favorite starter now that we've gone through it was
Mhm,
probably I forgot about Torchic, and I love Torchic,
mhm.
and
'Cause-
I also will always have love for
yeah.
Charmander and Squirtle. But my favorite's gotta be Piplup.
Dude, like Piplup was sick because it turns into like a emperor penguin,
Yeah, that's why I was gonna say because I think
like Aquaman.
if you're talking only about starter, I probably like Chimchar a little more.
Yeah, yeah.
But I like
The
what Piplup
evolution.
turns into more than I like what the big giant ape that even though it's
Dude,
cool.
like
Like
full like oh man, it's so cool. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was a blast of the past.
yeah, it really was.
I
Yeah.
hope that everybody any Pokemon lovers really enjoyed that segue because
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Did you know Pokemon's ending? No, I think it already ended. Like
One.
Ash won, and he like went back to the pre. I kept seeing just clips on YouTube and Instagram. Like he went back to the previous regions and just saw like Misty, like Brock, other characters, and like you could see all his Pokemon.
I
Um,
didn't know. I
I,
knew that he won. That was about the extent that I knew. But I also never really followed the show.
I followed it too, like the first few shows. My favorite generation, my favorite season was Pokemon Advanced with like May, Brock, May's brother, and that's when he had Sceptile.
Oh.
What a segue! That was a good talk,
That
Pokemon.
was a good segue,
Yeah,
dude.
my Pikachu back there.
Oh my god, yeah. I
Good talk.
have a wall. Forgot what I was gonna say. I had a ooh. That's my
Yes.
Chimchar impression. Um, actually, I okay. So I was chatting, having a little chat with my sister-in-law about Shy Guys, about one
Mhm.
of our episodes, and she was talking about commercials. She like brought this up as an idea, and it was a really interesting conversation about like commercials now, like our favorite commercials growing up compared to like the ones that like her generation had as kids and like the ones now because we were talking about I don't know if you've seen that new Apple commercial with like the mom, it's like action mode and like the
Yes.
mom like is filming the race and she's sprinting.
Yeah.
Like great commercial. My nephew's obsessed with it. And it honestly for good reason. That's a dope commercial. But what do you think? Like, if you had to, speaking of Blast of the Past, if you had to think of like core top three, top five, like best commercials you thought of that just stuck with you till now.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, because as kids we're easily influenced, and there's just some
Yeah,
commercials that just stick in your like brain. I gotta think about this one.
I have one off the bat that I hope that you remember. I can't imagine that you don't.
Yeah, please do tell.
Well, two actually. The first one I'm gonna say, Elephant the Elephant, dude. Do you remember that big elephant thing that like shot out butterflies and you had to catch them with
Oh
a
yeah,
net?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it was like,
Oh,
yeah, that like Elephant the Elephant. Don't remember the rest. I just remember that one little
Oh my god. I wanted that. Yeah, yeah, like the. Oh my
Dude,
god.
I
The
never
net.
had an elephant, but I remember that commercial so vividly in my mind. It lives there.
Oh.
Also, this one might blow your mind. This is maybe my favorite. I hope I don't get the name wrong. Zoo Pals, the plates that had
Yes,
little
dude.
freaking animals on them,
Yes,
dude.
you want to finish your food so you can see the Zoopal's face,
Dude.
but you could
And
probably
it had
just
like
yeah.
it had a fire little jingle, dude. I just want to say that I love Zoo Pals, and Zoo Pals, you want to sponsor the Chai Guys, please do.
Oh man, I'm trying to think. You're really digging into like my memories,
I
dude.
know, I had to jump into your core memory, dude. I'm thinking too right now of
Commercials. All that's popping up for me is just what do you call it? Just old TV shows. Did you watch
oh,
Maggie and the Ferocious Beast?
I was gonna say, don't do this to me. Maggie and the
If you see a picture,
dude. Me
dude,
looking this up is about to unlock a memory, and I already know. I'm almost hesitant to do it. What's the name?
Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. I used to be obsessed with that show. I think it was on Nickelodeon or Noggin. Remember Noggin? Like the
Bro, Noggin. Remember Oswald?
oh, I fucking love Oswald and Weenie, his
Oh
dog,
my god, dude, Maggie just blew my mind. Oh my god.
and
Oh my god.
Hamilton.
Oh my, you don't understand the level of repressed memory you just unlocked for me, dude. I haven't seen this, this big bitch. So I haven't seen this thing in so long,
I
dude.
know.
Was Hamilton the pig?
Hamilton was a pig, but he was like a side character. But he was the main character. He was the most important because he had the box full of everything, all the supplies. Maggie just had like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and juice. Hamilton had the goulashes, which is the boots. Do you remember
Goulash.
that? The
The goulash.
goulashes. Oh
Dude,
man.
the beast is half bear, half pig, half elephant, half cow. First of all, way too many halves. But second, what?
Right?
Oh my god, dude, you just blew my mind. Goulashes.
Do you remember when he
Great googly moogly? Oh my god, I gotta get off
uh,
this site.
I remember when Beast had to take a bath, they had to take his spots off. I remember his spots were like fucking like stickers, like they're flapping
They
around.
were removable.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we definitely talked about this on a previous podcast, but I don't think we went in like into it the way we probably should have. But old TV shows now, like those forgotten gems.
Yeah.
What do you think of? I think of a little bit like a show that I didn't watch a lot of, but the one with the big comfy couch. You know what I'm talking
Blue's
about?
Clues?
No, no, that's a whole different animal. I think it might have actually been called the big comfy couch. It was like only on at like the weirdest times, I feel like, and I've only seen it like twice, but it just lives in my mind. This lady, like I think she was kind of like looked like a clown. I think she had a big red nose. Maybe she didn't. Oh, she did. I looked it up. She did. And it was
Big
just her on a
comfy
big
couch.
comfy couch. I don't even know what they did. And they like,
Oh, I've never seen that show. That would terrify me.
dude, it looks a little creepy, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's
You know
just
what is
called
creepy?
hmm.
Mr. Meaty.
Oh yeah, fuck that show, dude. It would come up like I think around 8 p.m. on Nickelodeon. I'm like, what is this
Fuck,
show? It was kind
fuck
of
that show.
entertaining, but then I got like scarred just watching it.
I
So
think like
weird.
at the beginning, I was like so ready for it to be like some cool new show. You
Yeah.
know, like when Nickelodeon was like, and now like the premiere of this.
Yeah.
Like I saw like the Avatar: The Last Airbender premiere. I remember like sitting in my family room with Aaron, dude, and we like watched that, and
Hmm.
we're like, this would probably be pretty good, and it's like one of the greatest shows of all time. But the Mr. Meaty one scarred me. Like I watched one episode and I never went back. That really scared me.
So it was the tapeworm episode.
Maybe, dude. Was that the first one?
No, no. It
What
was
happens in that one?
like one of the characters eats like bad meat and he gets a worm in his stomach.
Oh, no,
Oh, it's
probably,
such a
probably.
weird show.
Why do they like think that that was appropriate for kids?
No. Rugrats though. Dude,
Dun, 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 dun,
the
dun, dun,
movies.
dun, 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 dun. Rugrats in Paris? Yeah, dude.
Rugrats in Paris, Rugrats like in Japan. Some of those scenes were so emotional. Oh man, Tommy.
I love that show. My mom, weirdly, and I don't know why, I was saying something about Rugrats. My mom never liked Rugrats. And I was like, why? And she's like, I don't know. I think like the babies creep me out or something. I love that
Oh, I
show.
guess true. Yeah, they're all like
But I
talking
guess I could see it,
babies.
yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
Dude, Angelica?
Yeah, bad bitch.
She was the worst, dude.
I know, dude.
Tommy Pickles, though, for president. I had the
Yeah.
video game. I don't know if you did.
Oh, I didn't. I used to play all like the
Royal
internet games.
Royal Rumble.
Oh.
Dude, you know what show I feel like you probably liked?
Hmm.
But if you watched it, Rocket Power.
Oh yeah, I love that show. So cool.
I
Even
love
though when
that
I
show.
was younger, I never touched a skateboard. Well, I did, like in middle school with my brothers, but I never really got. I only got to like pennyboarding in
Yeah,
college. But dude, like Rock, well, the guy was the main one of the main characters. His name is Rocket.
I'm pretty sure.
The guy with the dreads and goggles,
And yeah, okay.
and his sister.
Rocket Power, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
looking.
wait,
I'm looking it up.
what's the character's name? The guy, the goalie with glasses, with like the shark head, the shark helmet. That was like one of my favorite characters.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yellow. Is one of the guys named Sid? That's such a common name.
Sam. There's a Sam. Dude, Rocket was his last name.
Oh,
Otto and Regina Rocket.
oh my god. Yeah. They were so
Uh,
cool.
Dude, there's not enough pictures of these peeps. There's a guy with a yellow and brown helmet, kind of backwards hat with a orange star, Maurice, which is a fire name.
Maurice. The goalie, the glasses.
A goalie, dude.
Well, goalie is on the when they played street hockey.
Oh, 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 wait. Okay, so he had a helmet, you said?
Yeah, like a shark helmet. He had a. Oh yeah, yeah. This one here. Um, the
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name.
yeah.
I'm
What a
gonna try to
fun
find
show.
him.
What a fun
Sam,
show.
Sam,
Oh, that was Sam, I guess.
because he has
Yeah.
glasses.
Hmm.
Dude, I had the video game for my Game Boy SP,
Hmm.
and that was like the one of the hardest games I played, but I played that thing often. Often.
When you mentioned Oswald, dude, that that was you know how you use like some shows that are just like you grab your tea, some snacks, cozy. When I was a kid, that was like my cozy
Yeah.
show. Like
That was
I
your
knew
comfort show, dude?
that when I like watched that when I was a kid, I would just relax on the sofa, just oh man, I love Oswald and his adventures. It was just
Dude,
very like down to earth and just like it's all like
I
just
also yeah.
Aaron adventures, you know? Like he's just running
Yes, dude.
errands.
He's like walking through the city or like whatever, and there's just the buildings, and it's very like soothing to watch.
I know. And he says hello to everybody. Like
I
oh
Oswald was an early morning show for me, actually.
oh
Opposite.
yeah,
So it was like I wake up and I like ease into my day with
yeah.
Oswald.
Yeah. Oh, do you remember like the rush of like you're all groggy because your mom and dad are like waking up for school? Like you're in
Yeah,
like five like first or kindergarten or second grade and
yeah,
like you're eating breakfast and you have like 30 minutes to watch one show before you have to get to the bus or
yeah,
to school.
yeah.
That was Oswald for me.
Yeah, dude. Oswald always hit the spot there. I had I don't know, when I think of like being a kid, dude, I have like very vivid memories of waking up on Saturday mornings, which I feel like most kids do, but like waking up on Saturday mornings, going from my room, like I
Mm-hmm.
have my room.
Mm-hmm.
Let's map this out here. I have my room.
Mm-hmm.
Then down the hall, weird fingers. Down the hall, another room that was like my little like office now, I guess, but it would be like a play, like just freaking free for all room, like just toys and galore and board games and stuff, and like a TV, a big gray box TV, and then my parents' room. So I would like my parents would still be asleep. I would just like wiggle on this is my room, go like sit down on my little beanbag chair, turn on my gray TV, and then it would be like Spider-Man. It would be like the one from the 90s. The like with
Yes.
dude, I love that show. And I just remember seeing like Madam Web and like the multiverse stuff before like the multiverse was a big popular thing. Sonic,
Mm-hmm.
X-Men.
Yu-Gi-Oh. What?
I never got into
It was
Yu-Gi-Oh,
on, it
dude.
was on like what was that show called? Y2K? Not Y2K, but
Oh, no, I know what you're talking
what was that
about.
show? What was that channel called? Not Y2K.
Um,
Was it
Y2K is in my
Y2K?
head. No, Y2K is um like the turn of the millennium.
You're right.
No, but it was Y or something Z maybe. One of those
It
letters
had
in the
2K in
back.
it. 2K.
No, wait. Oh, oh. How do you spell Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, I got it. Y? No.
What was that
How would we
channel?
even look that up?
I'm like channel Y2K.
Old, old channel cartoons. Y.
Oh, it was Y2K.
It was?
I think so. Yeah. Y2K TV channel. Yu-Gi-Oh. I know Sonic was also on that channel.
You might be right. One of them was Fox. I don't know if it was X-Men.
Oh, I'm so, I was totally wrong. Four kids.
Dang, yeah. Okay, we knew it had a number and a K. You were like right there, dude. A number and a K right after the number.
I was so confident on Y2K.
Dude. Also, I want to throw Tom and Jerry into the mix.
Dude, yes. I like Tom and Jerry because you could see, you know how it came out like a while back ago, but then
Yeah.
you could sometimes the rerunnings it would just show different generations of it of like when it was
Uh-huh.
released. So like, you know how they had the Tom and Jerry intro, like
Yeah.
with like the name and like color. My favorite episodes was when the green Tom and Jerry background and had like Tom and Jerry's head and Tom and Jerry. So sometimes it came in red, but the
I'm trying to look at it.
animation style was different. But that's like my favorite generation
I'm trying
of
to
Tom
see
and
it in my
Jerry.
head right now.
Like
I oh
there's some like wacky Tom and Jerry animation styles. Like there's some that's more I don't know like very blocky,
mhm.
not blocky, but more uh I don't know like more
Nick.
defined. Yeah, and there's some that reminds me of like there's some that is like old Disney where it's very like flowy, like
Yeah,
Snow White
I know.
and the Dwarfs
I know
and
what you
Seven
mean by
Dwarfs.
flowy. But I'm looking up Tom and Jerry generations. Dude, do you speaking of shows with generations, I think that's like one of my like I'm a big fan of a show that's been on long enough that it has stuff like that.
Hmm.
Scooby Doo is a great example of that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's so many iterations, and like everybody grew up with a different one. First of all, first let's look at this Tom and Jerry thing. The Hanna Barbera ones, Tom, Tom looks so weird in them, dude. Eh,
Oh yeah, yeah. So
Like,
that's
what
one of
is
the
that?
that's one of the ones where I'm like that's not Tom. So
Yeah.
this is the generation I like right here. That's when the intro's like
Ah,
that, but then they also have generations where it's like that, like red.
yeah. I like the first one. That's the first one is also my favorite.
That was like classic. Then they have the newer ones like Tom and Jerry Tales.
Yeah, I don't think I even really saw many of the newer ones.
No, I just like the old ones. What a show.
Were
I
you?
matched.
Were you? Wait, no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think I matched. No, some girl on Hinge like liked me, and like her comment to my picture was like, "Haha, Jerry, where's Tom?" I was like, I was like, how do I respond to that?
Ed, what do you like? Where do you go with that?
Yeah, threesome? Question mark. But yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, that was off top. Yeah, I didn't respond. I think, yeah,
It just wasn't meant to be.
no,
I hope she's listening now
yes.
about Tom and Jerry. Were you a Scooby Doo? Were you a Scooby Doo child?
Not really. Not gonna lie. It was
All
when it
right,
was
I'm
on.
logging off.
I
Yeah.
wasn't the biggest. I mean, I liked Shaggy, but no, I wasn't like the biggest Scooby Doo. My brother, I remember my older brother was, I think, and but I was like never really into it because I was like, they're just gonna unmask somebody.
Yeah. Same old shit. I loved Scooby Doo, dude, and I think well, you won't really get it, but there's like it was the same as Tom and Jerry. There was like a bunch of different
Hmm.
like generations of it. Oh
Yeah,
no, I was a Scooby Doo. Where are you, child?
yeah. Oh,
the
is that
OG.
is that the one with like the nice intro?
Yeah,
Like
that's the yeah,
the
yeah.
more modern intro? Because the old one that I used to watch, remember the bats would fly out and the
No,
council would
that's
come
the
in?
it's the old one. It's the first one.
Oh, okay. So that was a Scooby Dooby Doo, where are
Yeah.
you? But then the
No,
newer
what's new Scooby Doo is what you're thinking of,
dude, that
which
I
is fire.
the intro for that's fire, dude. Oh my god,
Objectively, that's a fire intro, and that's my second. I watched that one as well.
that one's good.
That's the one that has like a freaking like pop punk intro. Like they just had no reason to go as hard as they did, but they
Yeah,
did.
like if I was a kid, I would watch that again. I would not
How
watch.
does
I
it
would
go?
watch it.
How does that go?
What's the
The
title of the
new one.
What's the title of the show again?
What's new Scooby Doo?
That's like the first line. What's new, Scooby
Yeah,
Doo?
but it
Dun.
doesn't like. Does it follow like the original?
We're gonna solve that mystery.
Yeah,
What's new,
yeah,
Scooby
yeah, yeah,
Doo?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Something, something, something. Yeah.
Oh, it's in my ears, dude. I just tried to play it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Ready? It's. Oh, okay. I figured it out. So like the original is Scooby
Scooby
Doo.
Dooby Doo, where are
Where are you?
you?
But this one like changes it like a little tiny bit, and
Yeah.
it's what's new Scooby Doo? We're coming after you.
You.
We're gonna solve
Solve
that
that
mystery,
mystery.
dude.
Oh, dude. So
That's the
good.
best. That's the best theme song.
Yeah. What
That's
band
like
is it? What is there a
simple
specific
plan.
Simple Plan? What the heck? They
Early 2000s, dude. It goes so
no
early
way.
2000s. The theme songs
Oh,
of those
I'm just a kid. Oh,
out there and life is a nightmare.
oh man, no
Dude,
way.
the early 2000s theme songs, or honestly just 2000s, I would say.
Mm,
Cartoon theme songs, they never miss in my Danny Phantom, dude.
mhm.
I mean, we've talked about that in depth. That's
He's
potentially the greatest theme song of all time, dude. They had no reason to go that hard, and they got like big bands and groups to do them. These like
yeah.
theme songs, like Simple Plan. Danny Phantom was I don't. Oh, the Proud Family was TLC. Like that's just like crazy to me that they got these huge groups and bands to do these theme songs.
No, it's different. Well, I actually we wouldn't know. I don't. We don't watch TV shows anymore. It's all
Yeah,
Netflix
true. I
and
don't really
stuff.
watch. I don't really
All
watch cartoons.
all Netflix and HBO Max, Amazon Prime Video.
Streaming. The streaming wars. We're in the streaming wars
Yeah.
era.
Well, anime intros and like just songs. Oh my god, I listen to those like sometimes while
Dude,
studying or
I
work.
like there's a I forgot the name of the show, but I have an anime intro on my Spotify and it pops up every once in a while and it slaps. It's like a rock like I like it.
Yeah.
They go very hard on those too.
Like Attack on Titan. I don't know if have you watched that? Highly recommend it.
Seen 2 episodes, the first 2 episodes, and I enjoyed them.
Yeah, so I don't like keep up to date with like the most like popular like TV shows, but with
Yeah.
anime, you know me, I'm always like up to date with that. But like the latest seasons, they're very sad and emotional, and so are the soundtracks and intros. So like one of the soundtracks is called like Shogeki, I think. One other
Mm.
one's called Red Swan, and the other one, the closing to like season 4. It's just really emotional. It's all in Japanese, I think. Yeah, it's
Okay.
all in Japanese. So I don't really understand. There's some English here and there, but I feel it. It's just so emotional,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
story. So yes,
Dude, I get that. I don't know. I know you like 'cause you don't like you said you don't keep like that up to date with like most modern TV shows,
yeah.
but like you've heard of White Lotus and the theme song. Have you?
No.
It's on HBO Max. I feel like I thought Amir talked about it maybe, but it's that theme song, dude. I would never skip it. Like my parents are like, "What?" It's like not even a good song, and it just spoke to me. Like it's just like I just needed it to get into the show. Like I just like I'm now like once I'm out, I'm ready. I'm ready to watch.
Well,
You
because
hooked me
back
into your
then,
universe.
when we watch something on like TV, scheduled programming, you couldn't skip the intro. Like, you had to stay into that, and you had it's when you
Maybe
got
that's
like
why they
yeah,
put more effort into them, dude. They were like, you got to make it good, or we're gonna lose our audience.
It's where you get like your snacks and like your food ready. You have like time to look around, make sure you're all comfy before you like settle in into it. So
100%.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. Now you can just pause and skip.
Hmm.
You can't really savor it, you know?
I don't know. We take it for like granted. Like you have to like right now. Like I was watching some anime like a couple nights ago. I like pause it, like grab more snacks, grab more water,
Yeah.
maybe do something else for a bit, then come back in. I'm like, oh man, I should really just stay focused the whole time. And
Dude,
like,
100%.
you
I've been
know,
trying to like now, even when I'm like watching stuff, I try to like I've been trying to turn off my phone and like not, and so like I can't even get distracted. Like, because
yeah.
sometimes like if I'm like in a group chat and the group chat starts going off,
Hmm.
I'm like, oh, I don't. Maybe they're trying to get to me or something. So I pause it
Yeah.
and I like look at it, and then it ends up being nothing. But now I'm distracted, and it's like
Mm. It's a
I
bad
missed
habit.
the
We live in
yeah
such a distracted world. Like, I always try not to fall into it. Um, but yeah, like sometimes when the TV show it has like a low moment, like some pause,
yep
like I don't know, like some like scenic land animated or something, whatever. I
yeah
just go on my phone and just dabble. Then I'm like, oh fuck,
yeah,
okay,
dude. It's so easy to because it's just everything's right there at your fingertips.
yeah.
And like you said, we've talked about before. Like you always feel like you should be doing something, like
I know it's really like
multitasking.
this is why a couple times, like, especially during COVID, I actually deleted like all social media from my phone, and that was like actually so helpful. But now I'm back into it because we have to manage like the Chai Guys,
Yeah.
and I'm doing like video work and stuff, so I need some social media on my phone. But it's like really easy, just like having gratification right at your fingertips, like always having something. Like it's awful to say like you're watching a TV show or a YouTube video or whatever, and you get bored in the middle of it, but that boredness
Mhm.
is intentional. It's so that there's some there's flow into the storytelling. Like
Yeah.
it's not always upbeat like all the time. Like those
100%.
pauses are needed, and the fact that we can just go on our phone and just
Dude,
it's
it's also
awful.
like I feel like because like I'm pretty sure it's like now like they've done like studies and whatever, but like our attention spans are so much lower because we like have instant just like videos are like TikToks 60 seconds, like it's like 3 minutes now at most, but like most of them are like a minute long or less. And like Instagram reels, like everything's just like short instant gratification, like form content, and it's like that's great for like being on the go and everything, but like sometimes you just got to sit with something and
Hmm.
like go through the ebbs and flows of everything.
Hmm. Like
Yeah,
welcome.
dude.
It's so ironic that well, first it's ironic because we post shorts and stuff.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking that when I said it. Yeah,
but like it's well, it's how, we're keeping up with the ways. Like it's how you promote yourselves.
you got to play the game.
Yeah, but it's hard because like when we do it for like this like hobby of ours, this podcast, it's kind
Yeah,
of hard like outside of it. Like we're just like consumed by it, and like it's hard, sometimes it's hard to get like work done throughout the day. Like I'm trying to like script a video for like my YouTube, right? And then
hmm
I'm like, okay, then I'm distracted like on my phone like with reels and stuff. Like I'm trying to get in the habit of just creating more than I consume, and
yeah,
because consuming's fine because that's how you get inspiration, but just that balance.
yeah. No, I also like have been trying like in 2023. I feel like it was like kind of a New Year's thing to not be not be like take more time to just like chill and sit with stuff. Like go to the like I'll like make a point of going to the movies. I try to go to the movies like in an actual theater once a week because then I know I'm putting my phone away. Like I'm just sitting there and it's like your only priority. I saw like a quote and I wish I had it ready, but it was like you don't go to the movies necessarily for like the experience of like being in a big theater and being with people, but you're making like you could watch a movie at home, but when you're in the theater, you're making like a statement to yourself like this is my only priority right now. Like I'm not going to be on my phone, I'm not going to be multitasking. You're just sitting there and watching a movie and that's it. Like no other responsibilities. And it's like so much nicer. Like it's a little more effort and like you have to plan around it, so I guess it's a little more inconvenient, but like you get so much more out of something, I feel like when you're like just this is all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna think about like work or my other responsibilities. I'm just gonna sit there and take it in.
That's a good point, man. I think that's why I think you might motivate me to go to movies more often.
Dude, do
Because
it.
I don't go often. I only go usually with like my siblings whenever there's like a big
Yeah.
sci-fi Marvel or DC movie. I don't, you know me, I don't keep up with like every single
Yeah,
movie. Um, but because I know you love like the like
dude.
movies and you like dabbling and everything and like just experiencing it and like
Yeah,
taking it in and having your thoughts on it. But I just, yeah, I think the if I look back and like the how I feel during those movie theaters, it's like a good time to escape your thoughts and just escape from
yeah,
reality. Because
dude.
sometimes
Yeah, exactly.
you need to escape from reality and just
Yeah,
step back. And you know how you feel like motivated, especially with Marvel, or
yeah,
actually
yeah,
no, any movie with like a that like just a cool protagonist. Like you step back, you're like, what can I do to change my life now?
yeah, yeah,
How?
dude. Exactly. I think I like also I feel like you're going in. I like to look at movies as like I'm going in to this other universe. Like I'm just taking a look at this other universe and I'm gonna watch what goes on there. Like I just view it like it's real and it happened. And like honestly, if the multiverse is real,
Mhm.
it is because that means every possibility is real. So like maybe it is. And I like to just look at it as like this is I'm just watching. I'm glimpsing another universe. Like maybe in another universe they're watching us record the Shy Guys. And that's like
Yeah.
their movie. And I'm like, that's good for them. Awesome. Like, hi, how are you?
In another
But
universe,
yeah.
we're called the Salmon Boys.
Dude, we actually there's a universe that exists where we are the Seven Woods.
We were almost called that because when in the beginning, when Peter and I were on our college campus for the summer cooking some dinner, we were
Yeah,
cooking some
making
salmon at that,
chefing it up.
you know, and we were thinking of names, and we're like Salmon Boys, yeah, dude.
Dude, shout out to the Benelia basement kitchen.
Yeah,
For
dude. Oh my God, such a
who was it? Was it Jenna and Lizzie
Lizzie. Yeah,
who were helping us workshop names at the
yeah.
beginning?
We're bouncing off them. Um,
Yeah,
names, but yeah, I'm glad we were the Salmon Boys. That just sounds stinky, you know?
yeah,
like it's no,
yucky, dude.
salmon
But
is good, but like as a name, like oh man, I do not want to be like fishy. Like oh
I also think it's like a lot harder to spin a brand from Salmon Boys. Like you're kind of in a box. Like you're kind of really in a box. You're committing to like we're what are we like fish people? Like what are we
yeah,
doing?
yeah.
And like I'm trying to think of like we can like do a lot of play on words and stuff. We have a different cafe beverage. Like what we're gonna do, eat fish? Like a different fish every episode? Because that would get exhausting, dude.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would just be so like we would be branding ourselves as like a fish market, like a private
Yeah.
fish market selling cross country.
That's like one of those ideas that on paper you're like, oh, okay, Salmon Boys, like that kind of stuff. And then once you like think about like the logistics, you're like, that is not gonna work. We
No, I'm
can't do
cool with
that.
chai. There's actually a chai. Our friend Kem was in Europe. Remember, he sent us pictures. There's actually a Chai Guys cafe stand,
Yep.
like
With
in
an S.
yeah, dude. We should LLC soon,
Yeah, dude, someone's gonna steal this.
because we're the Chai Guys with a Z, because you know we're zesty,
Yeah. Dude, Z for zesty.
zesty.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, dude. Zest.
it just rolled off the tongue like really well. Chai
Hi
Guys.
guys. I remember that like we were in the Starbucks where the ideas were born, just like workshopping names, dude. Thinking of things that rhymed that like were like
Yeah,
guys, boys, lads, like gentlemen. They were like, what
matcha,
works?
matcha boys. That
Hmm.
could have been one because we wanted to pick like a unique drink. Like chai's
Yeah.
pretty nice. Matcha.
Matcha boys is actually pretty good.
Matcha was gonna be like probably the second runner up, I think. Matcha.
Matcha boys, dude.
Yeah. What's
But
also
Chai
like
Guys, yeah.
a lot of podcasts revolve around coffee, so it's kind of hard. If you
Yeah.
look at Spotify, have you noticed that there's just like this
Yeah.
cafe in the name, this chai? But we might be like the. I think we're like near not the near the top,
Dude,
but we're pretty like
yeah.
sizable for having chai in our name.
It's
You
just
know?
pretty wild, honestly. Like also I think Chai Guys, it's like one syllable each. It's so succinct, it's so easy to say. It rolls off the tongue. I like the direction we went.
I know. Yeah, we need to start,
Yeah,
get
branding, dude.
yeah, but we're not that big yet. YouTube doesn't pay us yet.
Nah, they don't. Those pesky,
Yeah.
pesky.
I actually got monetized on YouTube, my personal YouTube channel.
Dude.
It's monetized now, so it's been monetized since last October. But dude, like ad revenue, I think I've only made like $30 total.
Still, dude, that's
Yeah,
more than zero. Congrats.
yeah,
Look at you,
it's
dude.
nice.
I saw the beginning of that, like, of your personal channel, like just the growth, like like just not just like in the numbers, but like also the growth in like how you make videos and approach the videos. Well done, dude.
Thank you, dude. It's really hard. I'm trying to get more consistent. Like at least my goal was once a week post a video, but I think that's too much because I want to post like a high quality video.
Mhm.
So I might bring it down to two a week. But yeah, it's you know how we talk about like comparison and stuff.
Yeah,
It's really hard because some people will just post like similar videos and they'll just blow up for no reason.
yeah, dude.
And it's weird because it's just like different audiences, a different taste. Like, you know how like a really common one is girls with just showing their day, like setting up their desk or whatever, like very
Yeah, like lifestyle
like
vlog kind of.
like ASMR or whatever. But those get like hundreds and thousands of views. I'm just like, what the heck? Like, I did a day in life. Why am I not getting that? It's because like the audience, like,
Yeah, it fully depends on,
yeah,
and it's also like luck too is always a part of it, dude. Like
audience.
getting the algorithm showing your video to the right people at the right time, and like
Yeah,
you just
can't
gotta
do
hope
anything
for the
about it.
best, dude.
Yeah, but I just gotta think of it as like really want to grow on it. You know, just have options with like different streams of income, but it's also like a creative outlet for me. This and the
Yeah,
chat guys. So like, yeah.
dude, creative outlets are key. I think
How about
I definitely agree with
how
that.
have you been dabbling, dude? How's
The dabbles,
the acting?
dude.
Um,
I have been dabbling. The only issue I run into is when one like finding a self tape partner that like I can reliably like get to back and forth because I'm obviously living at home. So like I like will be like if like I need like someone like one of my city someone from the city or like one of my friends like we have to like plan it and everything. But another the biggest obstacle is that like if it says like filming from April like to May
mhm.
like 3 times a week. I'm like, I don't know if I can make that commitment. Even if I like did get the role, I'm like, I'm worried I would get it and then be like, oh, I actually have to drop out. That's like too much filming because I have homework and class and obviously everything like that. So I'm like just trying to like use it as like a little hobby, a creative outlet. And I also go into self tapes and like other auditions, just like thinking of it as like a good exercise, like an acting exercise, like something that's fun. Like even if I don't go in expecting to get the role, I go
Mhm.
in just like this is like good experience, kind of.
Gets you out of your comfort zone because, dude,
It
I could
definitely
not
does.
imagine myself like doing that. Well, I do like product videos where I have to talk on camera, I have to read a script, but I'm by
Yeah,
myself. I'm the cameraman. I do all the editing. I frame every shot, so I'm more comfortable because I don't have people watching me. But dude, yeah, like oh man, I could not
yeah,
imagine just
dude.
being an actor.
I I
Like,
like weirdly enjoy in person. I've only done one in person audition, but I enjoyed it a lot more than a self tape, just because like for a self tape, like I have to obviously set up the camera and like figure out like sometimes if it's like due by a certain date, I know I'm not gonna be able to find someone, or if it's like sometimes I get a little like in my head or nervous about like what role it is and reading in front of someone else that I know, which like is silly because I know no one's gonna be like judgy or anything. It's just like in your head. So I'll like record the other lines and like pause from where I would be talking, and then I'd be self taping with myself, and it's just a lot of effort. And I like just going in person and like there's one person there and you're reading with other people. I don't know. I thought I would be nervous about it, but I actually enjoy it
yeah,
more than self tapes. Weirdly.
it's good to hear, dude. Like,
Yeah, dude. Thank
yeah,
you.
I'm glad like you're still at it. Like,
Yeah, it's fun, dude. If I
keep doing it.
honestly, we'll see. We'll see what happens, and maybe I'll blow up to a megastar. I'll get like one. It takes like, dude, like the back to the luck thing. It takes like one big role. I feel
I know. Like
like you get
like
like
Simu Liu, like he's like what he's like late 20s, early. I think he's 30, over 30 now.
probably
But
like 30, like
he
young, like
was
early 30s.
he was like us, dude. Like he graduated. He was an
Hmm.
accountant for like a few years. I think at Deloitte
Hmm.
or something. And then he quit his job, went into acting like late 20s, and then
Yeah,
Kim's Convenience, other roles, and Simu Liu,
he
Shang
blew up,
Chi.
dude, with
Like
one role. Just blows
it's
you up.
crazy.
And I loved Kim's Convenience, by the way. I would
Such a
say
good
like
show. Yeah, shout out
it's
to
really good.
Wyatt, and I think Brian. They showed me that show. It's
I
so
love that
good.
show, dude. I saw it after he got cast. I was like looking at like what else he was in, and I was like, oh, I saw this is on Netflix, and I loved it. I like, wow, I binged the whole thing. I really enjoyed that show,
Dude, I fucking love Appa, dude. Appa.
dude. I love him.
Yeah.
I love him.
Okay, it's
What a
you.
guy. I also love, um, I forgot the character name. It's been a little bit, but Simu Liu's character sister.
oh, Janet.
She's like so relatable to me for some reason. I just like,
She's like one of the most relatable.
yeah,
Yeah, she's
I'm a
really
big
cool.
fan
Yeah.
of her character. I also do have a crush on her, so that's part of it as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with every, there's one character in every show. Honestly, for me that I have a crush on. So any show or movie. But yeah, dude. I think it's interesting. I also love seeing stories of people who have made it in the industry who didn't go to acting school.
Yeah. Or didn't make a big name for themselves like young, you know?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, like respect.
Like, yeah, because
Like,
usually when like you're
yeah,
young, like your parents got you into it, and well, actually, no, I'm talking my ass. I don't know anything about that. I'm not gonna touch it. But yeah, I do have
I know what
respect
you
for
mean though. Yeah,
like like I'm going into it with assumptions, but I don't want to say them because they're probably wrong. Well,
yeah.
there's probably some right at like
Like
a little bit.
I definitely agree with you on the like, because like I feel like we see like a lot of like, you were, um, like yeah, like you said, you got into it from a young age. You knew what you wanted to do early on, so you got like
Yeah,
a lot
or
of
your parents
training.
did.
Yeah, yeah. So you got like training, or you early on, or like you kind of you're not starting from behind like someone who would like a Simu Liu who like didn't go to acting school, had that dream late in life. So then he like started from where another person would be starting at like 6, 7 years old at like 24, and like it's different. It's a whole different path. Not gonna say it's harder or easier. It's just a whole different path, and it's like you see it less.
Yeah. I don't know, and you naturally you just respect it more. It's really cool just to see it generally because
It's inspiring.
it's like it's almost like as inspiring as like watching like the superhero movie itself or like whatever. It's like if Simu Liu could like get into that kind of career
Hmm.
while like flopping, it means like you don't have to like have everything figured out in life like in your early 20s like most people because it's
Yeah,
not most people just like it's really hard because the what you're seeing on the internet and like social media like oh my god all these successful people like know what they're doing and
exactly.
they're
Yeah.
big and like oh my god that's not how it works like sometimes you just
That I think
gotta
that's why I love, because like I feel like there's such a culture of like it's not celebrity worship necessarily a bad way, even though there is that too.
yeah I
But
hate oh
like
my god ugh
I do that frustrates
I want
me.
to yak dude
Like I love, like there are certain celebrities that like I look up to for sure. I just like I don't like when it's like they're being put on a pedestal of like they're like superhuman, like they're like
yeah
gods.
no
Like it's like they're just people. They happen to be very good at their jobs, and like that's awesome.
I just hate it when
But
people are
I,
just like they follow like every single. I hate people who. Well, no. I don't hate people. It just makes me cringe, and
yeah,
I don't have the patience for like people who just like all they do is focus on other people. They put all their attention on other people and not really on themselves. And they like that's just they
yeah,
just like
I know what you
repost a
mean.
bunch of like celebrity stuff that that's all they do and
It
uh
it gives me like when you said like you cringe, same. It gives me like secondhand embarrassment when it's like a. I feel like when you're like a kid, it's different.
yeah.
But like when you're like an adult, and it's like it's like past like you're being a fan. It's like you're like you're like following their daily lives,
Hmm.
and you're like talking kind of like you know them. That like
Yeah.
just freaks me out. Like to each their own, obviously, but it just like it like to me it like freaks me out. It gives me like the kind of like secondhand embarrassment, like ick,
Yeah.
cringe, whatever you want to
And like
call
me
it.
and you, we always we like talk about like some of our favorite movie stars and
Yeah,
celebrities here and there. But it's not like we're not like worshiping them. We're like, oh, like this character's hot, or like I love
yeah, yeah.
Schmidt from New Girl.
Yeah. Like I have like I feel like I either have like a physical crush on some like actors actresses, or like a talent crush on them. And
Hmm.
like I'm like, oh, I like Oscar Isaac. Like I'm like, dude, I just like every movie he's in, he just kills it in my opinion, and I just love watching him. And he's a sexy guy. It's Oscar Isaac. Like, he's
Yeah.
also Latino. He's also Cuban. So like
Yeah.
I'm like,
He's
I have,
also very versatile.
dude. He doesn't. He literally. That's what like I love actors like that. That like I feel like he's the kind of guy who like doesn't take himself too seriously in the way that like any like interview. Anytime I see an interview of him, like he's just a guy doing what he likes, and he's like funny as hell. He's inappropriate. I'm like I respect that. Like I like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, but some people who like there's a whole YouTube channel, dude, and it freaked me out. You know how you could press like not interested or like don't show me this on
I
YouTube?
do that. I do that a bunch.
There was like it was Jenna Ortega because obviously she's like huge right now. She's blowing up because of Wednesday,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
was like Jenna Ortega eats dinner at like a restaurant, and I was like, that's so creepy to me. Like paparazzi being a job scares me. That's like weird that that's legal. Like to just like follow somebody around with cameras and be like, that freaks me out, dude. That like genuinely freaks me out.
This is one of the main reasons why I think I've talked to you about this, but this is why I'm a contrarianist. Is that how you
Contrarian,
contrarian? Yeah, this
I
is
think.
why I'm a
Yeah.
contrarian naturally when it comes to like big name TV shows and Netflix and like
Hmm.
HBO Max. Like every time I see like a new young actor or celebrity, I'm like, that's everybody has like the hots for them, and they're just gonna be posting that all like I don't know, like here's some example, like Harry Styles, like Jenna Ortega, any actor from Stranger Things. I'm not shitting on the show or anything. I haven't watched it. I don't want to
You
watch it.
should.
I don't really want to. Well, I mean, maybe if I have time, but every time there's like a huge crowd just like obsessing over something,
Yeah,
I naturally will just ignore it because I just don't want to be in it, you know? Like
I get that. Yeah.
the show is probably good, but I don't like being part of the herd, and I just like just sticking to things I naturally am interested in too.
Yeah. I I think I like really try to toe the line between like liking something. Like I think that like the benefit I see in liking something that is really big and blowing up is that you can talk about it with other people like in real time kind of, especially when it's like when Netflix drops a show and all the episodes are out. I
Mhm.
like when HBO Max or Disney Plus does it weekly,
Yes, yeah.
and then I really enjoy like it, getting into a show and being like, oh, and talking about it weekly and like, what do you think's gonna happen next? But I also, that being said, only do it if it's something I would have already watched, really.
Hmm.
For the most part, like I like to broaden my horizons and like pick things. I feel like, dude, I'm with movies and shows like you are with anime. Like I feel like you will just be like, you'll jump into a new anime and just see what it's
Yeah,
like, and
like
like if you
I
like it, you'll continue. Yeah.
that yeah like with anime and like animated shows, like any animated show, because I know you have like a very broad horizon of like what you like to consume with like
Yeah, yeah.
movies, because you like trying new stuff. Like me, yeah, you're exactly spot on. I think that's a really like perfect way to put it. Like
Because I actually noticed. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
like I like slice of life anime, which is like like that like day to day like
yeah.
romantic anime, day to day life, and I also like sports anime,
Mm,
fantasy, action, sci-fi. So like I will dabble. Like one of like the top Netflix shows, Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
hmm.
I dabbled in it. It was a popular TV
Yeah,
show because it was like animated and it was cool. Like yeah.
yeah. I think everybody kind of has like their thing. Like my dad. The reason I thought of it with you is because I like a month, 2 months ago, maybe, my dad was like watching a bunch of like really random college football games, like Division 2, Division 3 college football games.
Mhm.
And I was like, I realized like I was like, you're kind of like with sports what I am with movies. Like if it's on, you don't need to know the teams. You're just like, I'll watch. Like I'll see how I like it. And I feel like everybody kind of has their little thing that like they'll be like, oh, or like some people it's with books. They'll be like, oh, I'll try this out. Like if I don't like
Yeah.
it, it is what it is. But yeah, to go back to the main thing, like if it's something that I look at and I'm like, I would be interested in trying that. I've never like seen something like that before. Sure, but like if it's something I know I'm not gonna
Mhm.
like, and it's super popular, I probably won't watch it just because it's really popular. I'll just be like, not for me. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of one. Like, dude, I honestly, I like Keanu Reeves. I don't love the John Wick movies, and that's a very unpopular opinion. I feel
Mhm.
like, but
Yeah.
But
Like,
like I
yeah, I
watched,
love them, but yeah, I respect. Yeah,
yeah, like
your opinion.
I really loved one actually,
Yeah.
and I liked two, and I didn't like three.
Mhm.
And like, will I watch four? I don't know. Like you're undecided. Like if there's like a group of like friends who are like we want to go see it, I'll probably go, but I wouldn't go see it alone.
Mhm.
And it's gonna be like a big thing, obviously. If it's like, yeah, I get what you're saying with the I just with like the not jumping onto a bandwagon just because it's like huge.
Yeah, yeah, I don't jump on unless it's like your ish. Your
Yeah,
is that how you use that word? Your
ish. Yeah,
if it's your ish.
you're ish. Yeah. No, but I find it very creepy when it's. I find celebrity worship very creepy. I
Like
also think that it's not just like I don't like it, but I also think it's like one a little dangerous, and two like have some respect for people's privacy. Like they're just human beings. Like
yeah,
their job just happens to be in the public eye.
also like celebrities would take advantage of it.
Mm.
The Kardashians, oh my god,
Yeah,
like
dude,
every little thing they do something different, and it's like the biggest news in the like whole entire. That's this is why like, I
yeah,
don't watch news. I don't I like I every time I see something like pop up with like reality TV or celebrities, I just not interested, not
yeah.
interested. I might as well just delete Instagram, whatever.
Like the TMZs of the world, like that kind of news, or like
Yeah.
like the explore page on Snapchat. I feel like the explore page on Snapchat is all
Dude,
that.
that's why I deleted Snapchat. I fucking hate Snapchat.
Dude, I'm honestly very much on the. I
I
never use it.
I hate Snapchat. I don't like keeping streaks because it's useless.
Yeah.
I like I don't want to see the same picture as you like every single day. Like when I had it, I did that
Yeah,
thing. I just sent like a picture of myself like to everybody, like different pictures, but just same angle. I'm like, what am I
yeah.
doing? What is the purpose of this? This is like not
What is
a
the purpose?
genuine connection. It's just to like fill out
I
a checkbox. I don't want to be a checkbox in someone's
yeah.
life.
I think that the thing that was keeping me on Snapchat, funny enough, was I had a streak with Amir,
Uh-huh.
our friend Amir. We've mentioned him before on
Yeah.
the Chai Guys.
He's asked the movie guy on Instagram and YouTube. He has some good content. They're artistic
Really
content,
good.
and he's very well written and
Yeah, if
said.
you like movies and shows, like
Yeah,
if you just like you gotta follow him.
yeah.
But we had this like a year, dude. We had like 365 days we hit. And then I didn't check my Snapchat for like 2 days. We lost it. And now I'm gonna delete it. 'Cause I literally don't have a reason. Like it was literally the only thing keeping me on. I was like, what if let's see how far we could go. Like 10 years from now, we're at like freaking like 1500. But now it's gone, and I'm like, all right, I think because I don't use it, dude. It's literally even for streaks, it's just me sending me doing the peace sign on the toilet. Like, and it's like,
Oh, I just like texting just randomly, just random stuff to like. I love texting Peter because it like sometimes we answer instantly, sometimes there's time in between our responses, but
yeah,
like we don't care because that's how you know you have like a true friend. Like you don't really like you
you
just
don't need
send
it.
random
Like, yeah,
shit. I could just be like mid conversation, just say something out of the blue, and we'll just dabble on that.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that is definitely a sign of a true friendship. It's like you can go like you go months really without talking to somebody, and like just like pop in and it picks up where you left off, and it's like great.
Yeah,
You don't
it's
have
like
to
it's like
talk
no
every
stress
day.
texting. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
just send a text. Like when you're texting a girl or something, or like some friends. Like you really
yeah,
have to, you know, like even with
yeah.
some friends, like you have friends, but they're not like your close friends, but they're just
Mm,
like friends. Like you gotta like
yeah.
take time texting, like be not respectful, but like you know you're up in your
Yeah, yeah,
not
you have to like curate your response and like really think about like where like what direction you're moving the conversation in and like everything, and it's like
yeah.
it's kind of like you're writing, like you're not just talking.
Yeah, yeah. Like because like when I'm texting like really close friends like you, like I'll just like type away. There'll be like typos here and there, like
Yeah,
as if I'm speaking in real life, and like no filter. And then I'll fix them like as I talk. Like
yeah,
oh mistake here, like asterisk.
exactly. And like I could just say random stuff too, like that has nothing to do with the conversation at hand.
Yeah,
Like I could just talk like it's word vomit, and it's fine, and like because that's just I feel like how you should talk to your close friends. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. Like, I think with people that I'm close with, like you and like the select others, I text like I talk completely. Like, literally, it's like from my mouth to my fingers. And like other people, I'm like, good evening. Like,
Good
I hope this
evening.
message finds you well.
Yeah. I I I consider myself like a pretty why is this a thing? So do people purposely type all lowercase? Is that a thing now?
I don't know because I used to know
I see
people
that.
who
But
like the some back. It used to be like more rare, and I
yeah.
used to really like it. Like when some people do it, they make it work, but some people just do it and like kind of like it's almost an effort. Like I'm like, how have you done this?
Because I get autocorrected because I feel like I'm like a dad when it comes to texting because I use like good punctuation. I use commas a lot, just like split up things. But there's some people who just like write a full on like run on sentence. Um,
Oh,
I'm
dude.
like, what? Like,
Yeah, like like seeing all lowercase kind of throws my brain off, but like I don't really mind it once I'm used to it. Like if I know one person just texts like that, cool. It just like kind of throws your brain off a little bit. But the people who text in one long string and it's literally just word vomit with no punctuation and no grammar, it's like not even like that. That's not even being like old fashioned. That's just like I can't read what you're like. It's like a now it's a project for me to read what you're saying and figure out where you were supposed to put punctuation.
yeah.
Also, are you a well, actually, I kind of know this, but just for the people listening and watching, are you a like if you have a big story to tell me or a big thing to say, are you a send a bunch of texts every time you pause or one big paragraph type of person?
Send a bunch of text.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like doing that. It's like because you can reply at certain moments if you want to, and then just it's a good idea just putting your thoughts up. I'm
I
also a
also think it.
person
Yeah.
who like if I want to add some like comedic flair or like some
Yeah.
emphasis, I like repeating characters like you know
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
yes, 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 yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Or I am a big fan of the like the loud or the slam thing on the on iPhones. I eat that up, dude. Like if I'm like if some of my one of my friends from home like we like just our like love language to each other is we just shit on each other over text sometimes. Like
Mhm.
we'll just like like and if we're like calling someone like a name each other, we'll like say something and then we'll send the thing and then send like the name and slam it and it's so funny
Wait,
to me. Like
slam?
that gets
What
me.
is slam?
I'm gonna do it right now to you, and you're gonna see
Uh,
it. You have to hold the message down to get it. Hold on. Oh, I don't know when to text you. I know when I'm gonna text you. All right, open our text.
oh, what
I
the heck? You can replay it.
it makes me laugh every time, dude, because it
No
just like
way.
slams on the tag on the
I
messaging
didn't know
thing.
you could do that. What the hell?
Yeah,
I'm gonna start doing that to
yeah.
you.
I'm also a big message reactor.
Oh yeah, I like React is like there's some messages I love like that new feature because there's some messages where you don't really need to say anything.
Yeah,
It's more reaction and it's better than like an
yeah.
emoji. It's quick.
Especially in a group chat.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh, it just makes everything clean.
Really good for voting. Vote like polls, like built-in polls. Yeah.
Like, oh, guys, like this if you're free tonight, and it's just deet, deet, deet.
Yeah.
So easy.
And you
It's
can
like
see the
so,
counts and everything.
see who sent it. Ah, dude, I agree. Yeah, what technology, man? What a world.
Yeah.
What a world we live in.
I have to pee.
Oh, do it on camera.
No one will notice because I'm wearing yellow.
Perfect.
How was your week, by the way, real quick?
Oh, dude, yeah.
What are some highlights? Some
Some
highlights.
highlights.
Yeah. So,
So I went out on Friday. Friday. It was one of my friend's girlfriend's birthdays, and we were like, let's celebrate. Let's have a good time. So we went out to the city. We went to this place called Somewhere Nowhere, which won A+ for the name.
is it Guardians of
Um,
the Galaxy themed?
I wish, dude. That'd be so sexy. It was like a very cool bar, to be honest with you. Like I usually really hate paying a cover charge or like buying a ticket to go out.
Hmm.
But like we were like, it's a special occasion, like it's a birthday, like it's apparently a really nice place, like fuck it. And honestly, I will say like I respect paying for that. Like it was like nice like experience. Like they had like a really cool. They had like fauna and like flora on the ceilings. It was like very
Oh,
sick view. Um, it was great. Really nice and clean bathrooms, which I think is always a plus.
yeah. How's the crowd?
Pretty good, dude. It started off like not crowded at all, and then even when it was at its most crowded, it was like manageable. Like you're not like sardines. You
That's
have
like
room to
perfect.
dance, but there's a bunch of
Yeah.
people, and I'm like, this is the exact amount of people. Which, by the way, I will say is the plus when you have to pay for a ticket, because then they can cut off how many people are in there, so like they can stop selling tickets, and then you can curate like the perfect amount of people. So I do respect that, dude. And it was. Dude, there were some cool people there. I saw two kids I haven't seen since middle school, which like
Oh
I
no
always
way.
love when that happens. What are the chances you're gonna run into them in like one of the biggest cities in the world?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, flirted a little bit.
Oh
Some
shit.
very lovely ladies.
Nice.
I
Dude,
met a really good, yeah,
bring me there next time I visit or something.
dude. It was unisex bathrooms, and the way that it worked was four stalls that were like rooms, kind of. Like you walk in, there's a door, you lock the door, or whatever, and it's like have a nice mirror, toilet, and like a little like shelf you could put like your drink down, you could put whatever,
Mhm.
and one line, and like there was two guys, one guy like regulating the line, seeing like someone come out and being like, all right, someone else come in, and then another guy like handing out towels. They had mints, gum. Had vapes. They were selling vapes in the bathroom, which I was like,
What the
what on
hell?
earth is going on here? but but it like the bathroom line moving really well, moving like great. You get to because it's like unisex, you have more people to make conversation with, which I actually thought was pretty cool. Like I
Yeah.
was just talking to some random girl in the line to go to the bathroom about how badly we had to pee, and we really bonded over that. And it was beautiful. It was really beautiful. But yeah, it was a fun time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I got somebody's number in the bathroom.
Oh.
And I think that I'm gonna cross off the bucket list because it's never gonna happen again. Like what an experience
Oh, is it
that
one of
was.
the girls you were flirting with?
Yeah, it was. We had a good. It was. She was cool.
Oh,
She was cool.
nice. You
Yeah,
going on
it
a
was a
date?
fun time, dude. Maybe we'll see. Yeah, hopefully. I don't know when, but a group of girls who they were hammered. They were having a great time. She's like, "You should come to brunch with us tomorrow
Oh my.
at like specific place at specific time." And I was like, honestly, if I'm around, sure. That's such a very nice invite for like we just met 17 seconds ago. But like, I really, really appreciate that. I love
Damn,
when people
dude.
are just nice to each other, like going out, random
Yeah.
people.
It's your charisma,
Ah,
Peter.
thanks, man. I try, you know. I just be myself. They were very charismatic as well. They were very like warm and inviting. But what about you? How was your week? What are your highlights?
Let's see. It's just been kind of busy. I've just been getting back in the groove of things because sleeping
Mm.
schedule's still shit. I'm well, it's like relatively good because I'm waking up around like 8:30, but I'm like waking up like
Mm.
right before like my first work meeting. So I'm like I'm not the usual Jerry where I'm like very like I'm up like an hour or two before the first meeting. I'm like up and
Yeah.
ready, washed up and showered. I'm like literally just like getting up, sweater, joggers, rolling on my computer, like meeting and then like
Yeah.
just coding. Like I don't have like some sort of routine, but getting back into it. I went to TJ Maxx yesterday, the Home Goods,
Okay.
to like just dabble. I saw a few things. I got what I wanted. I wanted to get like a indoor slipper, like a
Yeah.
pair of like footwear to do chores in.
To like walk
I
around
got
and yeah, yeah.
Crocs.
Dude, those are
Dude.
nice.
So these are
And they
no,
ooh,
not the clogs. I don't like the way the clogs look. Like I just think they look kind of childish. But I like no,
okay.
not I can't pull them off.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Other people, yeah, they do. But I just got like the slippers for some. Okay, I got them for $16. Originally 27.
Nice.
But here,
Nice.
I'm just gonna show on TJ Maxx for a bit because TJ Maxx, they have a huge shoe section for women, and I got these in the women's aisle because these are unisex.
Yeah.
But for the men's, they have like nothing. They have like no dedicated shoe section. Maybe a few hooks for shoes and or slippers. I hate that about TJ Maxx. So that's
Wait, they don't
why
even have like a section, you're saying?
no, like
Oh, that's
the
stupid.
whole section for shoes is women's. Like you have to go to like Marshalls or like Nordstrom Rack where they have
Yeah.
dedicated shoes for men and women. But for TJ Maxx, they always just have women's. So I'm gonna
That's
dabble in
very interesting.
Marshalls. Yeah, but these have been
I
like
like
super
yeah.
comfy, and I want to get some Croc charms like a Baymax or Pokemon or Tony Stark
Yeah, I think
one.
that's the best part about Crocs, personally. Like,
I've never owned a pair of Crocs. This is my first pair.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome, dude. Congratulations. I had the like clog ones when I was younger,
Hmm.
and I remember my mom bought a bunch of those like little guys. Like, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was so happy.
I'm gonna buy a pack soon. But yeah, that's one of my highlights. You can see the best behind me in my dining area, which I don't use as a dining area. I use it as kind of like a workshop. I'm building the Benatar, Lego Benatar from.
Dude, is that what's on right next to the light? The
Yeah,
Venator?
it's on a table for you viewers on YouTube, on
I can see
Spotify.
the orange.
Yeah, it's like 1900 pieces. But like, yesterday I was like doing chores. I after I got home from the gym, I set up my camera and like lights because I do time lapses, and
Mhm.
I was watching Infinity War while building that. It was just a good, I don't know. I was trying to fully relax Saturday, but it was really hard to relax.
Yeah.
I went to the driving range in the morning, went to TJ Maxx Home Goods, went to the gym, and yeah, I tried to
Dude,
relax.
that sounds like a really good day. That sounds like
Yeah.
a great Saturday, a great weekend day.
Yeah, I felt like I needed some time to myself. Like, well, the whole day I was like, I need to get work done. I need to get work done. I need to like be video editing.
Yeah.
But so I was like going back and forth between like relaxing and like stressing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I haven't just gone a day just to just do nothing. Not do nothing, but just do
Yeah,
things
have a
that
me day.
yeah. So
Dude, those are important. I agree with that. I think today
it's gonna be a me day for you.
might be my no, yesterday was a me day for me. Yesterday, like, like when you're like out late, like especially like drinking a little bit, and you're just like you wake up and like there's like those days where you just feel like normal, but there's those days when you just feel like I'm not doing anything. I just don't want to do anything today. Yeah, yesterday was one of those days. I just like woke up later than I wanted to, and I was just like, I'm gonna chill. Like I'm gonna relax today and have a day. And I did. I hung out with myself and my parents, and it was nice and chill.
Oh, they're back from
Dude,
Cuba.
they're back from their trip.
Dominican
Yeah.
Republic.
You had it. Like, in the back of your mind. No, yeah, they're back. They
It's
had
good
a
to
great
hear.
time. They're tan, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was a good time. We saw a movie. This is gonna feed into my recommendation, but we
Oh
did see
yes.
a very good movie. Um, it was Missing, the sequel to Searching from 2019. If anyone's seen it, it has what's his name, dude? I'm blanking at the worst time. Hold on. Great actor, big fan. John Cho,
Oh my
dude.
God, he's
Yeah,
great.
I
Yeah.
love John Cho. I love John Cho.
I want him to be great in Cowboy Bebop, but
I
that
heard,
show just flopped. I stopped
yeah,
watching
that's
after an episode and a half.
I heard that people who didn't watch the original were fine with it, but people who watched the original hated it. And I was like, that makes sense to me. Like, I feel like that's most like a Netflix live action anime
I
adaptation.
was so excited for it, dude. And I was
Yeah,
like, I wanted to love John Cho so much in that role. Ah, it was so
yeah.
bad. It was
I
so
hate
bad.
that. There's no
Yeah.
worse feeling for me when you're excited about a project and and it's bad.
Oh,
Like the Percy Jackson movies.
yeah.
Dude, that was the most disappointed I've ever been as a child in my life.
And it's not. It's like the universe setting and like the animation. I mean the CGI and stuff for
Mm,
Cowboy Bebop Netflix. I loved it. It looked great. Just the acting and pacing.
yeah.
Oh, I want the yak, dude. Every single scene.
Well, he redeems himself for that in Searching.
Okay,
It's
please
a
text
movie,
me. Text me
dude.
that.
It's like, oh, it's so interesting to me. Basically the premise of these two movies, or like the way they're set up, is like the first one, Searching, is a dad. His daughter goes missing,
Hmm.
basically, and he's trying to find his daughter. But you see the whole movie through computer screen, phone screen. Like there's no like maybe a little bit, but there's like barely any like regular like filming kind of. Like you see him looking up like DA's office, whatever, and then like talking on FaceTime and it's so interesting how they make it work and not make it like very gimmicky. And then the second one, dude, the one that I just saw, it's a daughter and her mom goes missing. And like it's a little updated, so now they have like a ring camera. They have like it's just like there's like a little bit of Instagram, but it's like, dude, it's so interesting. Like, and the plots are so well written that like it's like a kind of like a mystery almost, but like a suspense thriller, and there's no plot holes, which I love. Like everything makes sense. Everybody kind of does stuff like the way that someone should, like not like in a horror movie when they like go into the dark basement and then
Mhm.
get murdered. Like it's
Yeah.
like they like react the way you think they would, and like the twists you don't see them coming, and it's good. It's both of them are really great. I recommend both.
Mhm. Okay. Is it still in theaters?
Missing still in theaters. Searching is you could just find it. I don't know what it's on, but it's probably like a Prime Video.
Okay. I
I'd
gotta get
say.
back to the theaters, whether it's by myself or on a date. I gotta get back to the theaters.
Dude, I agree. Going to the theater by yourself is an underrated experience, I would say.
Yeah. I guess my recommendations. I'm gonna hop. I'm gonna continue with my Amazon Prime video. I have two
Ooh,
recommendations. Another Amazon Prime Video recommendation. They're always killing it. The first season came out last year or the year before. Second season is ongoing right now. It's an animated show by Critical Role, which is a bunch of actors who play D&D, and they have
I
like
know what you're gonna say. Yep.
Vox Machina.
Yeah,
Oh my
dude.
god.
Yep.
If you like fantasy, and I don't want to it's like take like Guardians of the Galaxy and like
Mhm.
put it into like a fantasy. Bam, like Vox Machina. It's all original. It's just like a quick way for people who like don't know it. Cuz it's a
Mhm.
very niche like interest. Cuz Critical Role, it's D&D, people who play
Yeah.
tabletop. I don't play tabletop or play Dungeons and Dragons, but I love the show. The actors are so good. The actors are just they're like in animated Star Wars film. They're all like famous voice actors, but they're on
Yeah.
like a bunch of like Marvel, Star Wars, like DC movies that you would
Yeah.
know. Um, but they all like since they've played, um, they have a live stream like every week of their ongoing Dungeons and Dragons
Yeah.
campaign. They they've done it for like I think 10 plus years, but their chemistry is unreal and their voice acting is so good, and the show is just so good.
I've heard only great things about that show, and I Dungeons and Dragons to me is something that I find so interesting that I've just never done like yet. Like I've
Mhm.
never gotten into like a whole campaign, but I think it's so cool.
Yeah. I think we should, oh man, if we were in person, Peter, I would want to try it with you. Like,
Dude, I know. That would be so good, dude.
because we
Oh
like make
man.
up characters and stuff. I feel like that would just, that'd be so cool.
Exactly.
The other recommendation is a song that I've just been
Mm.
vibing the past week and a half. And for all you sad boys out there or sad girls who wanna, I dabble in like May Jerry's Feels or my latest Spotify playlist, Existential Joyride. That's kind of
Hmm.
it's inspired by your playlist, Peter. Like,
I'm honored,
um,
dude.
uh, Love Lost by Mac Miller, and but the original band who made that song, Temper Trap. So this is the Love
Oh, I
Lost.
love Temper Trap.
Yeah, this is Love Lost, Temper Trap, with Mac Miller like rapping. Oh, dude, it's such a
Oh,
feelsy
dude,
song, dude.
I'm gonna
Please,
listen to that tonight.
either the original song with just Temper Trap or with Mac Miller, dude. Like when you're driving like by yourself at night or just like vibing, I don't know, like in the shower or something, like that song just hits you.
I might do both, and I might listen to both back to
Yeah.
back, belly to belly.
It's one of those songs like where you're like in the feels vibe where like you're sad. It's like sad, but then
Yeah,
like
yeah.
also it's upbeat because it's as if like you're still moving forward in life. And
Dude, I that's one of my favorite subgenres of song. Like,
that's what I classify as like feels. Like my
mhm.
my feels playlist is like it's not just sad songs. It's like sad, but I'm still like moving forward and
Because you're like in your feel doesn't in your feels doesn't necessarily mean you're sad. It just
yeah.
means that you're like very much in your feelings, like about something. Like you're working through all that stuff, dude. Your feels playlist is honestly Jerry's feels is the greatest feels playlist I've ever listened to.
Oh, thank you,
And that's
dude.
all I have to say about
Yeah,
that.
and you
It
you've
is
added to
goaded.
it because of your recommendations, like stargazing.
Dude, I'm so honored to be even a molecule of that playlist.
Yeah, we need a whole episode of like our mindset, like creating Spotify playlists or something.
Oh,
It's
dude,
I love
yeah.
dabbling in it. It's so good.
One of our one of our episodes in the future will just have a whole music like discourse, dude. Of just like what makes us tick musically, playlists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other recommendations from you? You said those two, like missing and
Yeah,
searching.
those two movies. No, I think that might be. I feel like I want to say a song, dude, but I don't know one off the top of my head that I should. I had something to recommend before we started recording, and I forgot what it was. But I will say, to go back to like what we were kind of dabbling with commercials and like everything, commercials, old shows, everything that we kind of blasted in the past.
Hmm.
Like comment favorite commercials from like your childhood, favorite shows from your childhood, whatever. Literally anything that just like something that like you see, listen to, hear, whatever, and it brings you back. Like just let us know because I always love hearing what other that like when that happens to other people.
Yeah. It's like fun unlocking each other's memories. Not suppressed memories, but just like,
Like it's like Inception.
yeah. Well, that's it from the Chai Guys this week. We're glad you have joined us, whether on
Yeah.
YouTube, Spotify. We're glad you listened and watched us. Thank you.
Or if you're just hiding in our room somewhere listening.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
See you in a
Thank you.
bit.
Pay some rent though, you freeloader.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, anyway.
Peace.
Bye.